and I hit my camera into a ceiling. Marco hits his camera into the ceiling. And James forgets that you have to shift up in a car.
Hey, oh shit, I forgot to shift up.
Right, so this series we've been looking at companies' best-selling cars, and, well, this week we're going to be looking at Alfa Romeo with the Alfa set, but that's not in the game, so I had to use something else, which is the Alfa Romeo 33 Stradale, a racing car which is bloody awesome. Now, unfortunately, it's too expensive to get insurance to drive the 33 Stradale on the road. So I decided to look at when Alfa next decided to make a two-door racing coupe, and it's this. It is the 8C, and, well, it's meant to be quicker, and it is. It's very fast, unupgraded. It is a proper supercar, and it's a proper racing car, so I decided it'd be a fun idea to go and find someone to do a race against. And then I quickly saw someone who was driving the Mercedes I reviewed from episode 1. So the fastest car in the world of its time, and I'm not going to go off-road, I'm going to show why this is a road racer. And it's quite clear why. It's very fast. I mean, there are cars off the road everywhere. I've got off the road. But I can hold this. I can hold the car. It's fast. It looks quite nice. It looks like a road racer. It's quick. It's not too flashy, though. It's not trying to be a LaFerrari or another supercar. It's not trying to be that. It's literally being a purpose-built machine for the job. It hasn't got loads of extras which make it, well, worse in a sense, and add a huge price to it. It's not expensive, it's quick, and it shows that Alfa are good at making these sort of cars. They're great at making sports cars, but it's a shame they stick to less sporty cars, because this is where they come into their own, I think, in making fairly cheap sports, supercars like this, and they did one more recently, and they did the original 33 Stradale. I think it's a shame that Alfa don't make these more often, because they could be one of the leading supercar brands if they kept doing this. I think, on that rather sad note actually, it's time to see how the original, the 33 Stradale, goes round our track. So, off the line now, good start, that's good stuff. So now as we come down towards the first corner, named Wilson, and it's not kicking the back end out as much as previous cars, if I'm honest, but fairly tidy through there, quite a good line, although running out a bit wide on exit now towards Chicago, knocking over a cone onto the follow through, but they're fairly tidy through there, down towards the hammerhead now. Is that going to be good? Is there going to be lots of understeer from this 1968 coupe? Yes, lots of understeer, so that's not good now. Towards the follow through, yeah, that's not good either. Lots of braking onto the grass. That's not going to be a great lap, is it? Through Bentley now, there's the cone, and that's fine. That's the second last corner. Not running too wide onto the grass, braking, kicking the back end out into Gambon, but it kept keeping it nicely and across the line. There is the time of the Ferrari, 23.137. So the Alfa, will it beat it? That's the question. Well, I have to inform you that the time was a 1:21.985, which means, hang on, I need to get a thing. To coupe from 1967 or 1968, depends when that one was made. It's now, I've just broken my wall, but that is the top of our leaderboard now, head of the Ferrari. That is incredible.
Right, so now it's time to see what is happening in the world of cars, a new segment for episode 3. So after, well, looking at the Alfa Romeo recently, I think that it's a very nice car. But
All you ever do
Well-
is blab on about the old alphas all the time. Yes, they may be alright at times. You have to have an alpha when you're a car person and a petrol head, but they're not good. They're not good enough. Alpha are the stupidest idiots in the world. They don't make the right decisions. They don't make the right cars. There are always flaws in them. So stop blabbing on about them and loving them.
But they do now, in fact, hold the lap record at our track for the moment. But I've also like to
That's 'cause we
say,
haven't used any good cars.
apart from the first Bundesliga, but now it is time to have a look at the new 2017 Volkswagen Golf, and here's a picture of it.
Oh, yes, I've already heard about this. They've done absolutely ridiculous things to it, made it an SUV, which is absolutely the wrong thing. Do you remember the Mini, what they did to that bloody car a few years ago?
Yep, the Mini Club, and they ruined that as well.
So, Germans, Mini's completely owned by the Britain, isn't it? Or is it like slightly
BMW.
owned? Yeah,
It's
Germans just make the
BMW.
stupidest mistakes ever. The only thing they're good at is making gearboxes, and that's about it.
And the Nurburgring.
The Nurburgring is the worst thing ever. Just bomb it. It should have been bombed in World War
Well,
II.
later in the episode, we actually do look at the Nurburgring, but I'd also like to point out the car which I am in right now, which is the 2017 40T. I did roll it on the way, but
Yeah, that's what I can see. It's quite smashed.
although it's a bit battered.
You sure it's not? There's not something wrong with it because
No, it's fine. But I'd like to just say it is an incredible car to drive, and I think next episode Kieron will be looking at the Ford GT series and their history in Le Mans. Is that correct?
Oh yeah, that is correct because I'm the only one who knows about Le Mans. Although I think it is overrated.
Right, so now it's time to talk about Formula One, and
Oh,
the
for
Singapore
God's
Grand
sake.
Prix just happened, but this was recorded just after the Italian Grand Prix. So.
Well, let's talk about the Italian Grand Prix then. So, I guess who won? Guess the first initial. Guess what it was?
It was Lewis Hamilton. It was the most dominant drive I've ever seen this season.
And the most boring race ever. This is why Italy needs to be removed, and it needs to be put San Marino in, and put Tamburello back. The normal.
Yeah,
Tamburello.
proper umbrella, that's fine.
And then it would be brilliant. We'll be at San Marino instead of being at the Boarfest of Monza, or have the old Speedodrome in Monza, whatever it is, and the
Have the banking. Add the. I love
make
the
it
banking.
a lot more
add the
safer.
banking.
Resurface the road. Do everything just to make bloody Italy
don't make
a
it
great
safer.
race, which is not.
Have
really
you watched the
happening right
1966 film Grand Prix?
now. No, I haven't. I never watched. I've
basically-
never watched loose races in F1.
Well, it's a brilliant. It is a brilliant film. But anyway, it's about like some fictional F1 championship, but it has got real drivers in, like Graham Hill. But basically, just a spoiler, at the end, some guy, it's the finale's in Monza, it's not the real calendar, but at the end, some Ferrari driver flies off the banking at Ascari and dies because his car blows up. But anyway, I think that we should not resurface the bankers, then we would have cars flying off like the guy who died at Avis in 61. And it's very interesting.
Okay. So that's
Just to disclaim, I'm not saying I want drivers to die. I'm just saying that we would have some quite spectacular crashes. Well, early in the news, I did actually refer to the new Volkswagen Golf, and now it's time I take a look at the 1992 model Volkswagen Golf. So, let's have a look at the tape.
And here it is. This is the proper Golf. Not the original, though. The Mark II from 1992, and it's in a poppy field where it fits in because it's red. So I'm going to take this for a drive and explain why it isn't such a good car. Well, first off, it's quick. I mean, it's not quick in the sense that it's a sports car, but it is quick in the sense of being a road car. I mean, a lot of the time when I drive road cars in this series, on this game, I get a feel that it's really sluggish, really slow, and I don't like it. But this car, although it is rated quite bad on the game, it's actually quite nice to drive, and it's a shame that Volkswagen got taken out of Horizon 3 because they did something with emissions. Because this car is very, very nice, and because it is so nice, and it's better than a modern hatchback. I think the producers gave us the idea of, they gave us the idea to buy a 1980s hatchback and then meet at a roundabout in Surfers Paradise, Australia. And the only condition was we couldn't buy the Golf itself. Then we'd be put through a series of challenges to make them more appropriate, do some races, and then compare it to a modern hatchback. So, let's see how we got on. I was the first to arrive, and this is the car I've bought. It is the Peugeot 205 GTI Turbo. It's bloody fast, it can be used for rally, and there's a special reason I bought this particular car. And that's because if I go over the other side of the room, I have a model of this car right here. You can't see it very well. I'll put it up better in the actual video, but it is a beautiful car. It's bloody fast, and that's why I chose it, because it has some sort of special meaning. Hence why I've got about 5 Model 205s in my basement. So yeah, that's why I chose this car, and I wonder what my colleagues brought. When the answer came, it wasn't good.
I don't know where my colleague is. Oh, there's a car right over there. What is he for?
So, you have the same car as me.
I think it is time to actually change our cars, because Peugeot have actually supplied me with another car.
You know what?
I think you should.
I think that now he's got the same car, we could find out who the best driver is.
I guess so. Hang on. Well, I've bought the Peugeot
205 GTI Turbo.
It's something weird. I don't know how.
It's the Peugeot 205 GTI Turbo.
I don't. It's not the It's not the 205, because that was the one after.
This is the 205.
Sure. It's like really different. It's like a picture where it's a bit weirder. Okay. Yeah. So I brought the Peugeot 205, which is the car from the 80s, 1986, I believe, 1984 actually. It was predecessor to one of the worst Peugeot cars ever. Do you even know what that one was? It was the Peugeot 206, and everyone knows how bad that car is.
This
has to be the worst situation ever.
It is. So the challenge says, as is the sort of car you'd see a teenager driving around in the 80s, you must now pimp your cars out to look like the sort of car a 17-year-old would drive. After completely ruining our Peugeots, I was the first to arrive at our studio. So, this is my car, this is what I've done to it. I put some disgusting lamps on it, as if it was a rally car. I've got the worst bumper in existence. As you can see there, I've made the ride height so low it's inside the ground. I made massive wheel rims, thin, low-profile tyres, and the wheel rims are now red. I put some decals on it, some racing things. And I've also got a massive spoiler, which looks horrible and will ruin its straight line speed. If we go down to the side, I've got some skirts, which don't really do anything. And at the back, I've got some mud flaps. I've got a central exhaust, which you could put your penis in if you're immature. And that's it, and I've got a very nice number plate. So, I now need to wait for my colleague. So, I went back to the garage to look for my colleague, and while I was there, I saw some people doing very strange things.
Oh, I wonder what he's done to our car. I hope it's not similar. Hey. Oh? I've actually gone for 2 different things. Well, I have done some many good things to make this look as chavvy and as 17-year-old or 18-year-old looking as like. At the front, I don't have anything stupid, because a teenager probably couldn't afford anything stupid. on the wheels, we've decided to make our wheels orange for some reason.
They're
Teenagers seem to
disgusting.
like
Your
make
wheel
that.
rims
Yeah,
are disgusting.
For some reason, teenagers like to make it without any actual proper detail on them. And we've also made them orange, which seems session with 17-year-old and 18-year-olds.
They're disgusting. Your wheel rims are horrible.
We also have some skirts, but at the back we also have the mud flaps, the exhaust, and the wing, which is not as big as it was is for a good reason. Because I actually want to win a challenge instead of it looking like... What we've made is that we have this Burberry or whatever it is on the decals, which is what chavs normally put on their cars because they're absolute knobheads and idiots. And if you come to the back, if you look at our number plate, it says you what, mate? Cause what are you going to do with my car?
My number plate's better.
H982FKL. Is that Falkland?
Yes, it is. It's the...
You've copied the thing from the...
Guys point out on actual Top Gear, that was the original registration of the car from 1982, hence why it has 82 on it. So it was an H reg, and
Why does it have FKL?
that was it was coincidental. The RGs were just looking for something because they're idiots and they harbour Nazi war criminals.
I mean, they could change it at least, though, or like block it out.
But the point is, they didn't notice because they weren't looking for it. Watch James May's interview about it. So
Also, one thing to point out is that my car has eyebrows at the front.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're as big as Damon Hill's eyebrows, but they're pretty big.
to stop us arguing, the producers gave us a challenge to do a drag race and see whose was faster. I knew I was going to lose with my massive spoiler. Remember, let's go.
Oh.
Do you want the slipstream?
Come on, slipstream! Slipstream! Oh, I'm slipstream in the hell! Why is he such a lot better rated? It's probably because of that big wang on the back of his car.
It is.
That good.
Yeah, I may have not thought about having a drag race.
It is maybe slightly a sex aid, but
My exhaust is a sex aid.
so is mine. And across the line. I won outright here.
I have just committed suicide. Right, so earlier in the episode, I looked at the Volkswagen Golf. So now it's time to look at the best-selling Volkswagen ever, the Volkswagen Beetle. And there's no better place to test it than racing around the Nurburgring. Current one. So now we're here at the Nurburgring Nordschleife, Hitler's favourite track, in a car created
Yes, the
by
no
Hitler.
TC start is OP. Oh shit, I forgot to shift up.
So this is Hitler's favourite track in a car, the best-selling car in a car company created by Hitler. This is heaven for any racist, fascist.
Okay, I'm liking the fact that TC is actually faster in this game, different to Brang F1.
You mean slower?
Yeah, slow, that's the one.
My God, the pace!
I'm
Up to
retarded.
80 already.
I wonder if I can get up to 100 this time.
I can't. If I go on the grass, I'm dead. I'm about as dead as democracy.
Okay. Third was not good, second was not good.
Yeah, well, you're still miles ahead of me because I bottled it. But not for long.
They both got up to the finish speed.
The uphill climb is lit.
Surely this is, yeah, braking only, is it? I'm having, 90, yes boys. 91.
I can't even get up to 90.
Ah, cock.
Cock! Come on, Hitler car. From 18 years after Hitler allegedly died, because of course he did live the rest of his life in Argentina.
No, I bottled it.
Yes, we're in sector 2 now, I think. I had the lead back now, and I intended to keep it that way. Decided to pull an advantage.
Yes. Give me that slipstream. When we get up to 100, I don't think so.
Oh my God, these vibrate.
Come on!
Oh God, I forgot about this thing.
I don't think I can do it.
If you do, I just gotta drive. I've got to do Fisichella from Japan 2005, but actually win, because I'm talented. Because I'm not Italian. I say that one.
Fuck. Okay, I need my brake assist back, please.
Well, you can't have it. You asked for the brake system. You barely need to brake, but you do need to brake. That's why you should use this camera, because you see the braking on there, you don't have to check the camera. Red flag! Sorry.
I'm guessing it's that. I've seen how much new camera. I think I'm...
Oh, it's flat, it's glorious. 76 mile an hour corner.
Okay, so I'm going to go...
Oh my God, wide line, wide line! I'm on the bollocks. Commando is online. Yeah, you've done it as well.
Oh yeah, you can't get off the grass when you've gone on it.
It's like a train track. Once you've been hit. Sorry, once you landing. Where's Nicky Lauda?
Oh fuck me.
Where is the corner where Nicky Lauda improved his face?
It's all over for me.
Unless I do a Nicky Lauda and improve my facial features.
The braking zone of
If I go round under 10 minutes, I will be knighted by Queen.
I've only got 30 seconds now. You finish. I better not fall.
Wait, I didn't know you overtake you properly.
No, I went. Well, you sort of did. I was recovering, but I was back on the track. Shifted down to 30.
Oh god, is this flat? Oh, it's the one with the graffiti.
Which is 90% of the track.
Yeah, but the one which everyone recognises.
The carousel.
What? Yeah, the carousel. Love a good carousel. Why do you want it? 24? Is it the one?
Oh,
cock on the grass.
I've nailed that. That was.
I didn't. I'm locked up at that one, I think.
No, you really don't. Okay, fuck.
The next one.
Oh.
I'm on the grass. I'm in the wall.
I was more on the car.
I've almost spun it.
Come on.
I half spun.
Pretty late.
Yeah, this is like key, the ribbon.
Come on, speed. I'm going quicker than you.
Yeah, that's because I'm in a corner, Jeff.
Yeah.
Oh, stability control.
I'll take the corner better than you.
Yeah, I know. I bottomed that one quite hard.
Um.
Oh my god, you can see me. It's there! No, I bottled it. Oh, cock, it says Danker. That we can't have advertisation. Adverts.
They spelled it wrong.
No, not the German word. Danker, the company. Spotted arrows in 1998.
Is it German?
I don't know. It's a chicken.
Please bottle.
If you have to break a velocity, so I can't bloody touch the brake. Oh, I've touched the curve. Oh, yes. Oh, cock, you have to brake. Brake!
Please bottle.
There's the pit lane. Right, round. Oh no, he's hit. He's bottled. He's bottled.
Can we go to do the...
He's bottled it, and that is going to be me winning around the Nordschleife.
Wow, a few 10 minutes.
Thank you. 12 minutes, 15 darn seconds. So now we will rejoin our challenge in the Peugeots. So let's go. So after that, the producer gave us a challenge to do a time trial around the airport, and guess who was going to be driving the modern hatchback? It's not the Stig. It's the Stig's copyright-free cousin.
3, 2, 1, go.
Power. This thing is not as quick off the line as the Peugeot because it's not as good as the Peugeot, but it's a nice car. I'm not going to review it. I might review it at some other point. I've gone a bit wide. That doesn't matter. They're the lights which don't come on yet. Take a bit of a rallycross route because the Peugeot is a rally car. Yeah, round the top and onto the hangar now. Or not the hangar, the airstrip. Power. And then we got to go up there, so I'm going to have a wide entry for maximum power. There we go. Almost coming off, but over the boxes, then straight down. I've almost lost it into our studio. We come through now at the line.
1 minute 39.
Now it was the Peugeot's turn.
Countdown.
3, 2, 1, go.
Power. This Peugeot is very good. I do have not as good straight line speed, but better cornering ability. I also, because of the spoiler.
Already lost it. We're not doing another lap.
The wide entry was a tactic.
You're gonna cut it, aren't you?
Yep.
It's kind of fair because the thing cut it, so.
Oh, cock. I made a mistake.
You missed it.
No. I haven't missed it.
Well, that's your.
I've just got to hope
Let's hope
Kieron
he
makes a
doesn't- let's
massive mistake.
It's kind of a good thing if I do, if then I'll actually probably win against the Ford Focus. Hopefully he didn't miss it like he did last time, which cost him a load of time. Cross the line.
What's the time?
You beat him.
Now it was Kieron's turn. Should I count down?
Yep.
3, 2.
No.
Okay. 3,
Right.
3, 2, 1. Go!
It's a bit late. One thing my car does back there is aerodynamics. Not cutting.
It's getting
Just
dark.
I do it properly. 1 second. It's not that much.
Gain, yeah, 1 second, okay.
Not 1.5. It is getting dark now. I'm not going to take a wide entry because this car has a good turning angle, I think. No! Oh.
Are you doing your lap again?
I had 1:27.
So what's your time penalty? Hang on, your time penalty should be 2 seconds or something.
Not 2 seconds, because that's just like cutting there. Because I still had to...
Yeah, but you gained more time by not going over that thing. As the sun goes down, we can conclude that the beautiful Peugeot 205 is better than any modern hot hatchback. And I think if you're looking at getting a car, a hatchback, get the Peugeot 205, not a Ford Focus. And with that, back to the studio. So before we go, we just have time to look at how fast the Volkswagen Golf Mark II goes round our track. So, let's see how fast it goes, and off the line. Well, not too fast if I'm honest, so it's going to take quite a while to get down to the first corner. Yes, very long time, and now we're into the first corner now. And kicking the back end out a bit, actually, that's quite good through there, keeping fairly aligned. I mean, it's not a quick car around the track, but it's a nice car into Chicago now. No understeer, keeping it nicely between the lines. So we're going to be coming up to Hammerhead, and let's see, will it understeer like so many of the other cars? No, keeping very nice between the lines, actually. This has been a very good lap, and as the driver myself, I feel this is the best lap I've done. So through the follow-through now, yeah, fairly good as well, if I'm honest. So now we're coming up towards the tyres. Will it do well through the tyres? Not very fast. I'm on a second to last corner now. And not going wide, so that's good. Little bit on the grass. So now we come through Gambon. Not running wide and across the line. So I may have said it felt like a good lap. It's not. It's below the Raptor. That's how bad it is. We've got the Alfa at the top, the Ferrari, the Bowler, the Honda, and those two right at the bottom. I thought nothing could be slower, but I mean, speed round a track isn't everything. I'd rather own a Golf GTI than a Raptor. And with that, I think it's time I have to say thank you very much for watching, and good night.